spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies.
So often when you hear someone complain about a movie, you'll hear someone else talk about it as like, well, you could have made it any better, even though that's kind of rare. Most people just agree that the movie sucks because in general a movie sucks. One movie that gets a lot of crap for being bad is Spider-Man 3, the third installment in the original Spider-Man trilogy that Sam Raimi made. And my voice sounds like sexy right now. Hey girl. Anyway, the Spider-Man 3 was a disappointment. I don't think it was a terrible movie by any means. A lot of people think it was terrible, but it could have been a lot better. Spider-Man 2 was one of the greatest superhero films ever made easily. It was a really great movie. Spider-Man 1 was also really good, and Spider-Man 3 was just nowhere near the quality of the other two movies. I have a few suggestions to make it better. A lot of people complained about it, but didn't exactly give constructive criticism. This is all constructive. I have a really tiny outline for what I think should have happened in the movie. Anyway, these are my main issues, what I would have changed about Spider-Man 3. First off, this is kind of a big one. There were three villains in this movie, really. There was Harry Osborn's New Goblin, there was Venom, and there was Sandman. I'll get to the other two later, but the one that I had a massive problem with, and I'm going to completely eliminate from the Falcon version of Spider-Man 3, is Sandman. He was not really threatening as a villain. He's made of sand. He's not really cool. He's not even like a major villain in the comic books. I don't even know why they chose him. And he doesn't really contribute much to the story, I felt. Eliminate him. Sandman is gone. When it's revealed that Sandman is the one who killed Uncle Ben by accidentally shooting his gun, that was dumb. That was just dumb and unnecessary. We were more than satisfied with Uncle Ben getting shot by some random thug. The other one or two things that I kind of want to, I don't want to eliminate these, I want to reduce them, is both of the love interests in this movie. Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane Watson, especially Gwen Stacy. Now, she's cool to have in there as a cameo. I understand that in the new, like the reboot, The Amazing Spider-Man, she's the main interest. It's like, yeah, she was one of Spider-Man's main love interests. Doesn't mean you have to have her in this trilogy. I think she could have been there as a cool cameo, but otherwise, she didn't have to be in the whole love triangle square. She didn't have to be involved romantically with anyone. I think it would have been cool to rescue her and be like, okay, that was Gwen Stacy. You're welcome. And then Mary Jane and their romance should kind of... This is one that I'm not too sure about, this change. Like, I feel as if maybe it shouldn't have been included as much as heavily touched upon. It's like one of the first few scenes is kind of them just laying on the web, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for cheesy romantic movie scenes. This movie doesn't need them. It doesn't really fit the rest of the movie, especially my version of it. So just cut some of the cheesy stuff. He can still like want to propose to her, but like I really can't put that into words, but I think Mary Jane's role was too big in this. She doesn't need to be that important. As I mentioned earlier, there are two other villains in this movie. First, I'll talk about Harry Osborn's New Goblin. Now, he should have been deadly. Now, from the beginning, oh shit, what the hell? I just kicked the tripod. From the beginning, Harry was kind of a threat, but then he's pretty much immediately eliminated and be like, oh, he has amnesia because we don't know what else to write. I think from the beginning, Osborn should be pissed. He should want to be killing Spider-Man from the start. Spider-Man's life should be like flipped on his head. He shouldn't even be able to like go around and do his perform regular life activities like doing, because he is so under constant threat by Harry. I do like, spoilers, there are going to be spoilers for the rest of this. I'm going to be talking about a lot of the movie, and at least what I changed about it. Anyway, I do think Harry should have like had a change of heart at the end. I do like that he sacrificed himself, and I did like that. But I think Harry should be more threatening. Whenever you see a character get amnesia, unless it's Memento, it's not good. It's just not a good idea. Anyway, I think Osborn should be more threatening. He should be more present. He should be dangerous. But even more dangerous than him, and the driving force behind this movie should be Venom. Venom is hands down my favorite Spider-Man villain, and most people would probably hold him up against the Green Goblin, but he's definitely in their top two. He should be tearing Peter's world apart. He should be, God damn horrifying. Like, okay, I didn't have a huge problem with Topher Grace as Venom. Recast him. I didn't have a huge problem with it, but it shouldn't have been him. In my version, it's Paul Dano. Paul Dano is a fantastic actor. He's underrated. He can do threatening, but he's also on the same level as Peter Parker. What they try to do with Topher Grace is have someone who's kind of similar to Peter. He's a little nerdy, but also threatening. Paul Dano does it perfectly. Paul Dano is Eddie Brock / Venom. I'm getting into this. Now, I don't remember how long this movie was, but kind of sounds like I'm trying to cram a lot into this and a little more later, but this movie can be long. If you're having a concluding chapter to an epic superhero series, Dark Knight Rises was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. I didn't even notice. It's like, if you have a story to tell, take as long as you want. Like this, what I have, the movie needs to be split into 2 parts. First half of the movie, or maybe even less than half, is Peter with the symbiote, or symbiote, the black alien attached to him. He's aggressive. So that half of the movie, Peter's destroying himself. But he shouldn't be how he was in Spider-Man 3, how they handle that. Him just like, I'm an asshole. And then just like dancing and snapping and doing whatever the he's doing. Similarly to what Venom's going to do later, it should be tearing his world apart. He has a lot of pent-up anger, and what makes Peter an interesting character is he kind of covers that with humor, stuff like that. This symbiote, I'm just going to call it Venom, this Venom Jr., should be tearing him apart. It should be destroying his life. It should be taking his anger out on things that it shouldn't be taken out on. It should maybe that it is kind of what. It's not really what caused a problem with Mary Jane in Spider-Man 3. It should have been what caused a problem with Mary Jane. Like him just being a dick. When he finally breaks free, similar to the movie, it should be a huge moment. He should be tearing it apart. He is tearing away a part of him. And that should be awesome. And then yes, it somehow attaches itself to Eddie Brock. It gets over there. And then that's when the movie becomes amazing. Because Venom goes apeshit. And he is an angry person. And he has this angry alien. They're very, very angry together. They should be, I don't know, kill Aunt May. To kill someone, kill Mary Jane, kill everyone, kill Harry, kill Peter, I don't care. Venom has to kill some people. Venom's gonna be crazy. He needs to take the wall that is Peter's life and take the bricks out of his life one by one. But that's kind of my basic outline. It should be, first, it starts out, from the very beginning, it should be action. This movie needs to be epic. The concluding chapter of this movie needs to be epic. I'm going to say, starts out, Harry Osborn just kind of either, you know what, it doesn't have to be all out. He's going to be like really creepy, like dropping things, maybe hiding things in an apartment, just being just like, I know who you are. And then maybe he has a little bit of problems with Mary Jane. And then the symbiote. The symbiote attaches it to himself, he starts tearing his life apart, and then Venom comes, and his world falls to shit. Anyway, that is just my thoughts on Spider-Man 3. I don't know why. I just wanted to make a video of this, because I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of feelings. See you next time.